Okay. Howdy. Oh, it's a nice sunny day today, finally. Playing around outside, cutting stuff down, cleaning up. So all the snow's gone, and then you end up finding stuff that you left there that got snowed over on top of. I had a tarp that was literally glued to the ground the whole winter. Finally was able to get the tarp up and put it away. But I figure I'm just having this talk for the fun of it, you know, not much to learn. I'm just observing and pointing out the craziness of the clown world that we live in. And I gotta ask the question, is this the most brain-rotted realm in all of creation? You got to ask yourself that question. Is this where the brain rot goes to rot, right? Is this where people come to get retarded? Is this a realm of decay? You know, is this a realm where the retards rule? Is that what's going on here? Like the dumbest person gets to be in charge of the most people? I wonder a lot, like, what is the purpose of this place? And why so much brain rot? So much goes on that I could talk about, but I just want to hit a couple highlights of the past week or so. Starting with April Fool's Day, right? It's just always hilarious to me. Like, they got to, you know, these people that are tricking the world, they got to do something on April Fool's Day, right? They got to have a fake moon mission on April Fool's. Oh, man. And now with all the AI and the CGI graphics that they use, it's just so obvious it's all so faked. But it's just like everything else. People have a belief in their belief system, right? They're going to go to the outer space one day because they've been watching Star Wars so much. They're going to find some Ewoks one day and join their village, right? It's like the fucking brainwashing that goes on here is just too funny. It's too ridiculous. People seen too much Star Trek, so there's got to be a galaxy up there that we can go to. It's not like this is some encapsulated experiment that you would not let out to whatever the hell goes on here. That's the way I view it. This place is quarantined from the rest of creation because it's so fucked up. What it really seems like. But yeah, I hope you didn't fall for that April Fool's hoax. And then what? Then right after that, we have Easter, right? And man, I could get into all the symbolism around Easter and how it's just the Eastern Star, the sun, and then the Jews are celebrating Passover, right? Because the sun is passing over the equator. It's passed over and now it's in the northern hemisphere. Now we're heating up. It had nothing to do with religious gobbledygook. It's all the sun and the moon and the stars. It's what their Easter holiday is about. But of course, great time to push out some propaganda, right? You have this fake Black Hawk Down story that the president pushed on Easter, this big rescue mission, right? Like, oh, it just makes me laugh so hard how stupid and fake all the crap that they do is, and how just people suck it right up. We have the best military in the entire world. People can, like, crash their plane and then somebody went and rescued them behind enemy lines, right? And it's not just a Hollywood stunt or anything, right? Just like the entire, everything they're saying about the war is just some fake Hollywood stunt. It's gonna drag on. It's gonna make people poor. It's just another excuse. It's just the dumbest crap that goes on here, and I gotta put my voice out there online, and you know, I laugh it up. It's so stupid. I mean, they literally like copied Black Hawk Down. Just, oh my god! And then made some big spectacle out of it. And then they're gonna have a ceasefire, but then there really isn't a ceasefire, and then it's gonna, you know, just everything about the war with Iran is a damn lie. And it's the same as every other war that we've ever had. As the war is going on, you're being lied to about everything. What was it, World War II? We had, for the first 110 days, you had 110,000 men die on the battlefield. But they didn't tell nobody any of that until it's all over. So whatever you think's going on in Iran with soldiers dying and being missiled, and it's happening. They're being blown up to smithereens, and it's all a censored operation to where you won't hear about it till it's all done 5 years from now. It's just so sick and twisted, because as these men are being murdered, they're telling you about how great the military's doing, about how they're winning, right? But like I always talk about, there's a satanic system, the Black Cube, Saturn cult. All the religions are subsidiaries of this Black Cube cult. All the countries, all the war machines, they all work for the Black Cube cult, which is just a Saturn worshiping cult, because they use calendars and time and Easter, right? They have springtime where they gotta start their rituals of killing, because they start the year off with killing, and then we get more killing at the end. It's how it works here. Clocks and times. And people who wear watches, they are slaves of Saturn. The people who put the rings on after they get married, it's the ring of Saturn. You put your cap on after you graduate, you square it off your head, right? You're part of the Black Cube cult. It all goes back to Saturn worship when you really look at the crazy crap that goes on here. And then what did I stumble on? Alex Jones is finally like, hey, Trump is bad. Alex Jones finally has to start saying, like, Trump's ruining our country on purpose. He's bringing us to war with Iran. He's destroying the economy. It's like, what the hell? It's like, people have been paying attention, have been saying this for a long time, and then these fake controlled opposition people, they always, like, once the public opinion is just too sour, they got to turn. So Alex Jones is finally going against Trump. I watched this guy, R.M. Brown, and he just kind of breaks down a lot of podcasts in a funny way. I don't know if you've ever watched the PBD, Paul Bet Davidson podcast. It's this, like, I think he's actually Iranian or something, and he lives in Florida, but it's just like a podcast, and their company's called Valuetainment, and it's like the stupidest opinions, it's like what the Joe Rogan show has turned into. It's just, they say a lot of things, but then there's nothing ever really concluded or figured out. It's just a bunch of crap to kind of distract people and dissuade them from seeing the damn hard truth of what goes on. But yeah, you should check out the PBD podcast. It's about as brain-rotted as it gets. I think of Tim Pool, the brain rotted that. He's like a child. But I'll put a link to that R.M. Brown if you're curious, because he just kind of breaks down these podcasts and makes fun of them, and I get a kick out of it. Because I don't know, I just like seeing people try to sell their lies, and then how stupid it is, to where it's like, man, people are really falling for this stuff? But they do, all the time. That's why I really question what in the F this place even is. I think for me, it's just a big funny joke here. It's just I came here to laugh it up. I understand there's plenty of suffering, plenty of stupidity going on. But I'm empowering myself to not suffer and to not fall for the tricks. And I feel like that's why I'm here, is to maybe spread, some joyfulness and some alternate opinions on all these retarded things going on. I live a life where I work 2 weeks and then I'm off for 2 weeks. I work for a month and then I'm off for a month. I don't have to just constantly grind every week, Monday through Friday, and it's just changed everything for me. I get to slow down, just enjoy life. And you just wonder why everybody's so busy all the time. You just wonder what the heck they're up to. But I figure there's a whole NPC busybody thing going on here. The Saturn slaves, they got their watches. They got time to keep. They're always on the hustle and the bustle. But I guess I'll end it with this idea I was thinking about on my way home from Hannaford. Don't be an important person. You don't want to be important. You don't want to be somebody that other people depend on. Right? You don't want to be this savior. You really don't want to be the person that everybody looks to for the answer, right? You just don't. Because it makes you think that you have the answers that you don't have. And then it makes all this crazy crap happen here. For example, the president thinks he's important, right? So he just starts a war with a country who's been saying stuff, right? Like, you got a country that says things, but then you got another country that has literally invaded and killed and murdered children and taken land decade after decade after decade ever since it started, right? This country, America. It has literally taken and stolen and killed and maimed. You got a lot of these other countries around the world, they talk and they say, like, death to America. But they don't go about killing people and taking their stuff, And it's this idea that America's important. And then the biggest important people of this whole realm is Israel and the Jews, right? Like, they are the most important. Like, everybody has to sacrifice their lives for the chosen people. And that's a lot of what this war is about, is the important people, right? They're way more important than all of their neighbors, all these Palestinians who, I guess, supposedly they're all terrorists. Even the babies, even the old women, everybody just can be labeled an animal when wartime comes. And it's just too brain-rotted for me to really see how you could take any side. Except the Palestinians, really. I mean, I'm not a sides guy. Like, I'm not taking any side. But it's kind of obvious who the aggressor is and who the violent ones are. And they always say they're important. And they always wear suits. And they're always blah, 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 blah. Telling people they need to go kill. They need to go do this evil stuff. All the time, they're just spreading evil with their words, with their spells. They've made their words into swords, and they slice people's consciousnesses into pieces and get them to go out and do crap for them. So it's just better off not being important and not thinking there's some important people that I need to sacrifice to, like government or God or the chosen ones. It's really sick, stupid stuff. But yeah, that's kind of, I gotta say that. Gotta mention, like, we're at World War III, and it's gonna be a long drawn, slow process of economic disaster to get everybody in the digital banking system, possibly do another plandemic to lock you away, get those lethal injections out again, because that's what these Trump was up to with Project Stargate. The next thing is lethal injections based off of your DNA to cure cancer. That's literally what they said. I'm not making that up. They're going to take your DNA, they're going to make a vaccine that cures cancer next, right? After they made Ozempic and Mounjaro, these drugs that inject into fat people and they become skinny, right? It doesn't just destroy their stomach and suck their soul out. It's like, man, this place is too messed up to take serious. It really is. But I'm doing my best. Try and make some difference in this realm. And it's definitely time. Spring has sprung, so get into action, get outside. Forget about all this crap and just dig into the dirt, get dirty. Become a human again. That's all I could really give you. Don't be important. Don't serve the important ones and don't be an important one. Just have fun. Enjoy. I love you all.